I was just thinking, if Shane is suspicious of me, he might be like, "Are you trying to get at my good side? You succubus!" And welcome back to my installment of Asagao Academy Normal Boots Club. I'm your host, Sensei Pong. So, we're about to ask Shane out of Did You Know Gaming to the Flower Festival. But he hates my guts, so let's see what happens. He was drawing as I entered the room. What are you drawing? My voice cracked. Oh. What are you drawing? My voice cracked. I cleared my throat. Hands fidgeting. A flower. Oh, that's cool. I was uncomfortable. Shane's eyes narrowed, but at what I wasn't sure. He leaned back to look at his rough sketch, then spun his pencil in his fingers and continued where he left off.
Did you know?
Did you know? Did you know that the town of Higabana was said to have been founded because of the kindness of a flower? I think Satch mentioned something about it once. I don't know how much about Higabana since I haven't been there. Been here long. I'm a transfer too, remember? Oh, right. Is that why the town's so obsessed with flowers? He shrugged and kept drawing. I stayed silent, hovering awkwardly over his shoulder. This was the perfect moment to ask him. We were even talking about flowers. Come on, Hannah. Grow a pair.
Hey.
Hey, so, about the flower festival. My throat caught, and I coughed to clear it. Shane glanced at me, then turned back to his sketch pad. He drew 2 more lines in quick succession, then slid his drawing to me. I hadn't gotten a good look at it until now, too caught up in my own desperate thoughts. It was a detailed flower, one that I occasionally saw lining the walkways from the dorm to the classroom. Yes, that's why they have the flower festival. To Hannah was written at the top. Aww. I think he likes me. Don't people give flowers to ask each other to the festival? At least, they were supposed to. Apparently, it wasn't done anymore, but...
Really?
Does this mean you want to go to the flower festival with me?
I don't know.
Maybe not. A drawing of a flower doesn't mean anything. Was Shane messing with me? He crossed his arms and turned away, a slight blush on his cheeks. Ah, that's a shame. I guess I have to go with Jared then.
What?
Well, what? He asked you? I raised my eyebrows at him, and he sighed. Okay, I'm sorry. I do want to go with you. I was just trying to study your expressions. Something. I told you I have trouble with drawing girls. And here you are, and a girl face. There's no other reason, alright? He was trying to unsuccessfully to hide his face, rubbing his chin as if perturbed. For once, someone's face was pinker than mine.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm just glad I get to spend time with you. Yeah. Yeah, okay, let's get together then. He waved his hand dismissively. Still avoiding my eyes, I grinned. I knew those reactions. You couldn't get away with being shy around the shyest girl on the planet. Thank you.
No.
Don't thank me. He gathered up his things, dropping them and knocking them around more than usual. Anyways, I have somewhere to be, so I'll see you tomorrow.
See you later.
Alright. He shot me another glare, then dashed from the room. Oh, well that was kind of a little precious moment. Savor that, because I tend to ruin those. I woke up late next morning, the day of the flower festival. I was buzzing with anticipation, but because of that, it took me forever to wake up. Now it was almost noon, and I rubbed my eyes as I arose. And actually, I think this might be a good point to read the diary. So let's start the diary music. Dear Diary, a tree? John wanted me to be a tree? Does he not realize how that feels? Or is he just that dumb of a boy? Also, I was listening to the radio today and one of Luke's songs played. An actual song by an actual radio station by a guy I know. I better get concert tickets when he makes it big. That's that's funny. Luke is Youngtown. There's a link to his channel in the description below. I've mentioned it before in the Let's Play. He does awesome songs. Dear Diary, so, I'm going to get a chance to join the Normal Boots Club. Most people would dream of an opportunity like this, but I'm just scared. I tried to play Dumpadoom today and I couldn't do it. What if I mess up and we lose because of me? What if I try really, really hard and I still... Dear Diary, at least Shane wants to teach me how to do this. Strategy is always. Maybe I do have a chance. Dear Diary, wish me luck. Dear Diary, I've got it, oh my god! Dear Diary has been brought to you by Gillette Fusion for the closest shave possible. I woke up late next morning on the day of the flower festival. Read that. Hey there, sleepyhead. Good morning. You slept even later than I did. That's impressive, Hannah. I sat up in bed and something on the edge of my desk caught my eye. What's that?
I don't know.
Oh, that? A letter for you. Came in the mail this morning, so I just said it. I scrambled out of bed and into my desk chair, ripping open the letter. Whoa, geez, calm down. It's not going anywhere. Turning away from her, I started to read. Oh, either this is going to be really good or really bad. Oh, I'm assuming this is her father. Little Blossom, how have you been doing these past few weeks? I am sorry I have not found the time to write. Your pa has been working hard lately, and I seem to go right to sleep when I get home. I know things were difficult for you here, and I really only hope that you're having a better time where you are now. It isn't the same without you here. I miss your cheeriness and watching TV with you, and most of all, your pink hair bobbing around the kitchen. Hannah, I know you feel bad about the pressure this must be putting on me, but don't. I do this because I love you. There is nothing I want more in this world than your happiness. I miss you, Hannah. Be strong. Your papa. Glory to Astroska. My hands trembled. Tears filled my eyes. I hadn't written to him since arriving in Asagao. As many times a day as he crossed my mind, I'd just been busy with other things. He must be worried sick, and from the sound of things, he was also depressed. I missed my father. I missed my home. I missed helping him. If I wasn't around to cook him breakfast, he almost never ate. He kept saying it was fine, but he was getting older, without Mom there to take care of him. Hannah, are you okay? I wiped my eyes on my sleeve. Yeah, I'm fine. I miss my dad. I picked up a pencil and paper and began to write, trying hard to block out the tears. Eventually May turned to her own work and let me be. Dad, I'm doing really, really great here. This has been the best change of my life. I have a best friend and I might join a club. I even have a date. You sacrificed so much to bring me here. I know I hardly gave you any choice with the way things were going. I was spoiled and ungrateful. We always did whatever was necessary for me. I miss you so much, but thank you. I know this was a huge sacrifice. Please eat well and take care of yourself. Remember, 2 glasses of water in the morning and 1 before bed. And have breakfast. Scrambled eggs are easy to make. Draw a smiley face on them and ketchup, just like I would if I was there. I'll send my love through that. So make sure you do it. I miss you. And tell Mom happy birthday. Oh, sad. Glory to Astroska. I waited for Shane outside Primrose House, watching the sun in its slow crawl towards the earth. The flower festival was usually a nighttime event, but Shane asked to meet while it was still light out. Why? I didn't know what to expect or what to do. Even May was completely flabbergasted that Shane deigned to say yes to me of all people. Aw, he's all dressed fancy. Was it possible he really liked me? That just seemed ridiculous. But would I want him to like me? For some reason, I kind of did. Hana. What? I'm wearing a kimono. Oh, Shane, you're here. I'm here. You ready to go? Yeah. Why don't we... Let's go. I'd like to do this before it starts getting dark. Do what?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, dates in the dark were kind of intimidating. Wait, was this... Shane led me through the campus in silence, the stillness in the air only emphasizing my buzzing anticipation. After a few minutes of walking, I glanced at him. He was... smiling. Then maybe this was a date. My chest tightened, my hands immediately grew clammy. I hadn't believed it was a possibility, with Shane of all people. But I was ready. Well, I would never be ready, but at least I was aware. They're nice, aren't they? What? Shane was pointing to the blooming flowers on the nearby tree. Quite pretty during the daytime. I tried to speak, but all that came out was a nervous, high-pitched laugh. Hee! Good one, Hannah. Finally, he led me to the bench, motioning me to sit. I complied, smoothing my hair nervously as I did. Looking around, Shane brought me to a deserted part of the campus. I gulped. Shane set down a small backpack that was slung over his shoulder and sat down on the other side of the bench. He cleared his throat and stared down at his hands. I've been wanting to do this for a while. You have? Was he going to kiss me? Already? I scooted a little bit closer to him on the bench. He didn't seem disturbed by it. A good sign, right? If it's not any good, I don't want to hear any complaining, okay? Yeah, of course. I drew in a deep breath to steady myself. I wanted to shout, "Just kiss me already!" I was already nervous enough. So, should we do this? I guess. He unzipped, and started to rifle through his backpack. At a time like this, really? He brought out a very small bag and dove right back in. What was the preparation for? And then he finally looked at me and... Aww. Pulled a sketchbook out of his backpack. Draw me. He wanted to draw me. Still okay? You're going to have to sit without moving for about 45 minutes. Yeah, I agreed to this after all. Why else would we have gone to the flower festival together? Right. He flipped a few pages through the book, stopping on a blank sheet. I nodded slightly, trying to keep my head in mostly the same position, to make it easier to draw. What came out on the sheet were simple stick figures, and he constantly ripped the sheets out and threw them off to the side into the bushes, each time each circle being more uneven. It started to begin to look like cyanide and happiness. He didn't talk much, only letting out the occasional grunts of concentration. Sometimes he laughed, when he saw he made a mistake, furiously erasing it afterwards. 20 minutes later, the lights changed. The sun was setting. Shane frowned and held the sketch pad away from his face. I guess that's fine. Can't really keep going with light like this. Okay. I watched him put away all his things without another word. Oh, sad. So, was that it? Was this the festival, really? Just an excuse for Shane to draw me? Did you want to do anything else then? He shrugged. Unless you did. Oh, oh, sad. Well, I did. You did? Yes, I did. I want to play some games and eat some food and do festival things. So are you coming? uh, I mean, I guess I didn't have anything else planned. If you insist on everything, I can't leave you alone out here in the dark. You don't have to come if you don't want to. Yeah, well, let's just get going. That's sad. We wove into the stalls, silent all the while, I busied myself with admiring the decorations and the lights and the people, trying not to think about how I was going to spend my time with Shane. I was so used to seeing school-aged people. I forgot how families and the elder. I forgot about the families and the elderly. It was refreshing to feel like I was in a society, not a school. This is also your first time at the festival, right? Since we're both the only transfers, I transferred last year. This is the second flower festival I've been around for, but the first I've gone to. You didn't go with anyone? I was new. The festival is early in the year. I didn't have any friends then, unlike you. It looked like he was going to say something else, so I remained silent. He looked at me, then stuck his hands in his pockets. What did you want to see? You want to eat something? Oh. Maybe later. I'm not that hungry right now. We could check out the game stands. Unless you want to eat. I'm fine with that. I'm good. I don't want to make sure your growling stomach doesn't distract me. ... The festival was bustling. People walked in every which direction, laughter filling the lantern-lit air. Let's go to the ring-throwing booth. I'm good at that! He pointed out a deserted booth hidden in an awkward spot and headed on over. It's the old man. Mr. Saitomo peered out from behind the counter, a wry smile on his face. Welcome, welcome! Buy 3 rings, get the 4th one free, up to 12. What a steal! You're the 10th visitor, so I'll give you this ring for free, too. Wow, I'm so nice. Hang on. He turned to me. Which one of those prizes do you want? I'll win it.
What?
You will? Don't you want anything? Just a few minutes ago, Shane was openly rude to me. Now you want to win prizes for me? Isn't that what people do at festivals like this?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I'm good at this game. I could totally win something. Well, alright. Mr. Saitomo waited patiently for me to take a decision. The walls were covered with cute plushies and other prizes like plastic toys and candy, all just wanting to be won.
Hey.
All waiting to be won. Now how about that stuffed whale? He leaned close to me and pointed at the blue plushie on the back of the stand. One that came with the ability to squirt water out of his mouth. Yeah, it's really cute.
Yeah.
Right. Now are you ready to watch Pro? As he said that, I had a vivid flashback of when a 5-year-old said the same thing to me. Just like the 5-year-old, Shane seemed like he was trying to act cooler than he really was. But that 5-year-old failed, and the entire festival burned down. Many lives were lost that day. He smiled and paid for some rings to throw. On the first one, he missed completely. Watch a pro, huh? Keep watching. On the second throw, the ring landed perfectly around the bottle, farthest away. Mr. Saitomo seemed surprised someone actually won, and he had been there the whole night. He set up a stepladder to get down the whale Shane had won. It's simple, really. Shane looked at me, then handed me a plastic ring. You just have to get a feel for the weight and the physics of the ring. The rest is just eyeballing the distance. I had 2 more tries. Want to have a go? If I said no, he'd probably insist. It wouldn't hurt anyways. I shyly accepted the rings from him. Following his advice, I tried to sense the weight of the plastic in my hands. Honestly, it just felt light to me. I couldn't really differentiate it from anything else in the same size and material. Which I have to agree with these kind of ring toss games. Those rings are always so light or so freakish, like oddly weighted and heavy that it's weird trying to throw them. But I thought I was ready, but when I threw it, I narrowly missed the old man. It went nowhere near the bottle I was aiming for. Whoops. Do you want to try it? Do you want to try it again? Mr. Saitama passed Shane the whale, who gave it to me with a smile. I clutched it to my chest. It was soft. I can show you how to throw it. He spoke gently, miming the ring throwing action. I couldn't take any more of this. Who is this person and what had he done with Shane? It was time for me to show him a good time. Nope. My answer was simple, but I had seen something over Shane's shoulder, all the way on the other side of the festival. I smiled devilishly. No? Well, what's with that face? That was your game. Let's go to mine. It was the game I played at many festivals with my dad. He always beat me as a kid, even when I was trying to let him win. Oh, even when he was trying to let me win. One year, I was fed up with losing, so I went to a festival and spent a small fortune honing my skills. Maybe it was all for this moment. Yours? The cork shooting game. I shifted the whale into my right arm and used my other hand to push him forward.
No.
Hey, I can walk. Hurry it up. I didn't know they had this game here. Are you ready to watch a pro? Man, I knew this was embarrassing. Hiding a giggle under my sleeve, I got in line at the cork shooting booth. Shane joined me at my side. I looked back at him. Something was coming up behind him, a silly smile on their face. When the mysterious person realized I saw them, they put a finger to their lips. Should I say something? Shane looked at me confused, following my eyes behind him right as the person clapped him on the back. Slap. Rather hard, I might add. And with that, I think this is actually a pretty decent point to cut off, and wait until next time to see who has snuck up on us on our what has turned into a date. Next time here on Sensei Pong. Don't get like a subscribe.